What is going on, beautiful folks? Today, we're going to be asking the question: how in the world do narcissists move on so fast? Like, how do they hop from relationship to relationship without any time to just think or pause? They just from one to the other quickly. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Mm. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, the toxic narcissistic person and how fast and aloof they are when it comes to moving on from relationships. Yeah, it can get kind of crazy. I know there's a lot of people, I think most people who follow me have dealt with a narcissistic person in some type of way, right? Typically, it's like the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type of dynamic, marriage, or whatever. But like sometimes it's the parents. But yeah, one of the main questions that I do get across all my platforms is like, Lee, how in the hell are they just moving on so quickly? Like, how it's not fair. Like, I have to sit right here and heal. I have to sit and feel this pain, and they can just move on like nothing mattered, like nothing happened. Like, this is just, it was all a dream. Like, nothing ever mattered at all. Yeah, and it is true. So I'm gonna say this right here, y'all. Yeah, it's cold outside. Y'all see, I just left the gym. I got my tank, I got my sleeve shirt on, and my Carhartt, my jacket, right? But it's true that a lot of narcissists move on very, very quickly. And moving on quickly doesn't necessarily mean that you're a narcissist, y'all. I'll say that, right? But I would say that most narcissistic people do move on quickly. They just move on. Like, it's not fair. It's seemingly not fair because after the relationship ends, you are taking time to grieve. Like, you are taking time to heal. You are taking time to be by yourself and maybe even wait on him to try to come back. Maybe you're thinking about, like, you're even considering reconciling with the person. You're like, well, maybe we can reconcile if things just change, things will get better. This, that, and the third. Like, you're considering and weighing all options, right? You're doing that. But for narcissistic people, it just doesn't work that way, right? For narcissistic people, the way a narcissist mind works is like, we don't want to sit with it. We don't want to sit with the pain or the or not necessarily manipulation. We don't want to sit with the pain or the thought, the hurt or the thoughts that we're going through. We don't want to sit right there by ourselves and have to deal with this, whatever's going on in our mind. The shame of getting caught, the shame of getting rejected, whatever is going on, we don't want to sit with it, right? We can't, like, and I tell this to people all the time. Most narcissists, right? Narcissistic people need constant validation, need constant supply. They can't get that when they're by themselves, right? As you can see, most of a narcissist's biggest fears is being by themselves, like being alone for an extended period of time. Like, we don't want to be by ourselves. Like, I wrote this on Facebook like 15 years ago. When we are alone with our thoughts, when a narcissist is alone with their thoughts, they typically become their enemies. Like, our thoughts attack us. Like, it's just crazy how it works. Like, our minds literally go on the offensive against us. Our own brains start to attack us in a lot of different ways. And it's crazy how it works. Like, so we don't want to be by ourselves. We don't want to feel that pain. We don't want to feel that hurt. We don't want to feel everything that we're feeling. We don't want that at all. So we move on quickly. Instead of dealing with the issues that may have presented or caused the downfall of our previous relationship, we don't want to deal with that. So instead of dealing with that, we move on to someone else. We just do. It is. I know a lot of people say, well, Lee, they moved on so quickly. Does that mean they never cared about me? Did I say that? Did I say that? Was that said by me? Did you hear me say that? No. It doesn't mean they didn't care about you. It just means that most narcissists don't want to be by themselves. Most narcissists don't want to sit alone and be alone by themselves. They just don't, like, really don't want that. So in order to not be by myself and not sit with the shame, not have to sit with the thoughts of everything that I'm going through, I move on. I throw myself into an entirely different relationship so that I don't have to feel these feels that I felt with you. And I know it's understandable that that's not fair to the person, to the survivor, the thriver, the victim, you know, who is dealt with the narcissist. It doesn't seem fair, but they're not healed. They're not happy, y'all. I just this is thing to be. It blows my mind. I bit my lip. It blows my mind. It blows my mind, but I also understand it, right? I also understand, like, it blows my mind that people, like, you think that they moved on 2 days after your relationship is ended and somehow they're happy. No, they're not happy. They're throwing themselves into a new relationship or into a new person, into a new situationship, into a new supply, whatever, right? In order to just not have to deal with the previous stuff. You know what I mean? Not have to deal with the previous stuff. And yeah, like a lot of people online will tell you that this person might not be new. The new supply is not always going to be new, right? It might be new to you, but the new supply might have been around for a while. The new supply might be one of your friends or family members. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, y'all really don't be knowing y'all be getting these devious, deceptive ass friends and family members that will talk to your ex and start dating your ex. Those are some. I just don't. Yeah. Maybe I was just born in a different generation, but I just don't. My mind don't work that way. It's just like, oh, you broke up with you. Oh, you've been married to this person for 20 years and y'all just broke up. Y'all just got separated. I'm gonna go date them. Me and you've been friends the entire time, but I like them more. I'm willing to throw our friendship in the trash for your old boo. And yeah, a lot of narcissists will take on that burden of your friend. You can't feel it. You can't help who you feel for. You can't help who you catch feelings for. Feelings, you can't help who you care for. You can't help who you care about. You love is out of the love is out of control. You love is love. I thought we were friends. If you can't be happy for me, then we were never really friends in the first place. Imagine your friend telling you some crazy ass stuff like that. If you're not happy that they're dating your ex or married to your ex or clapping cheeks with your ex, that you somehow are not a good friend. Get the hell out of here. Your friends will try to gaslight you, yo. Your family members will try to gaslight you. Your brother and sister, people try to gaslight you into thinking that it's okay to date your, like, it's just, again, I'm not, hey, that's just this beyond the scope of my mind, how my mind works. But that's how a lot of people do. That's what happens to a lot of people when you're dealing with a narcissist. They will absolutely go after your friends and family members after a relationship. Like, and this is the part where so many people get it so twisted up right here. I don't like, if using the word downgrade makes you feel better, okay, I guess. But I don't like when people say the word downgrade. I think I went over this in one of my previous videos. They're like, the new supply is not always going to be like, using the word downgrade to describe them if you don't know them. You see what I'm saying? How it kind of like catty that is right there. It's like catty for men and women. That's catty. The new supply is fat. They're ugly. They're a whale. They never met you. They never met you. They don't even know you exist. You see what I'm saying? That we're not stupid to that level. Now, if they know you exist, cats away, claws out, right? The claws are out. If they know you exist and they still did what they did, claws are out. All bets are off. Downgrade, below grade, no grade, whatever, ungradable. Say what you want to say. You know what I mean? That's just my mentality right there. But narcissistic people, y'all, they love moving on quickly because it also validates them. This is another reason that you'll get a lot of narcissists that move on quickly, because it validates them. It validates the narcissist in their own existence, right? It validates just like, well, you know what? I'm validated because of this right here. I feel good. I feel validated because this happened right here, right? You know what I mean? They feel validated or vindicated, whatever the case may be, because they can move on. Because, like, this is the mindset right here. Regardless of what they've done to you, regardless of what they've put you through, right? They could sometimes feel vindicated because somebody else wants them. Even if the new person has no idea what they've done to you or what they've put you through or who they actually are, they can still feel vindicated. We're like, well, somebody else wants me, so you must be the problem. You see right there what I'm saying? Like, somebody else wants me. I'm wanted by somebody else. So the problem must be you. It has to be you because they want me. So you have to be the problem here, right? Am I right? Am I right? You see how silly that sounds right there, right? This is what happens. Like, because of things that are happening, things that are going on, they think it's validating to have a new person, to have a new supply, even after you left, right? You've left them, you're done with them, you're finished with them, but they feel like, okay, well, somebody else wants me, so you must be the issue. So this is why a lot of times they move on fast, because again, to fill that gap, they fill that void, to get some type of new validation, new supply, and to keep things moving forward. This is what this is what narcissists do. You know, this is what a lot of narcissistic people do. They want to feel validated. They want to feel vindicated. They want to feel something. So in order to feel that, they keep doing the type of stuff that they've been doing. They really do. So this is why I try to put into your heads. Like, just because they move on fast does not mean that they are happy. You know what I mean? Well, it's not fair. Yo, look at you. Y'all know I'm big on trying to reframe your experiences, right? At least you get to feel, right? And I'm not trying to say, hey, it's okay that you got abused. I'm not saying that. But at least you have the heart and emotions to feel, to heal, and to love, to truly love and be loved, right? I don't think most narcissists have that ability. So they're just moving on, trying to find that, while you're healing, and you're going to eventually find that after you heal, after you allow yourself to move on. You know, you won't find it. Oh, it's gonna be very rare that you are able to find that if you're still dealing with this person, right? Even if y'all have broken up, like, they'll move on quickly in order to try to validate themselves and make you feel like the problem. And they'll tell you that you're the problem. Hey, look, I got a new boo, so you must be the issue. Look how single you are. Nobody's gonna want you. You're the problem here. And when they say you're the problem here, they might actually start to convince you that you're the problem. And guess what? Now you might be willing to even try to fight to get them back in a relationship with you because they have somebody else. They can use the new supply to try to make you jealous. And I know that sounds kind of wild, but this is what happens. They can absolutely use the new supply to try to make you jealous as hell and do this type of stuff. They really, really can. They'll use the new supply, the new person, and they'll be like, well, this is what's going on. This is what happened. Like, it's on you. Like, everything is good in our relationship. And then here you come, right? That you must be the problem because this person wants me. This person loves me. So you must be the problem. You know, you must be the issue because you're the problem. You'll do that. You'll do this. You'll do that. You do this. So they'll blame you. And sometimes, look, again, people will start to believe it. And once you start to believe it, they feel like they got you, right? Once you start to believe it, they feel like they got you. And then they'll mess with your mind over and over again. They'll keep doing the same things, and they'll keep, like I said, they'll keep you on the hook and not allow you to move on. And you want to be able to move on. You absolutely do. You want to be able to heal. You want to be able to grow. You want to be able to seek peace and to have some type of, you want to be able to rectify stuff and be happy later on. So you want to get to the point where you don't need the narcissist validation, right? You get to the point where you don't need that. So it allows you the space to move on, to heal, and to grow. And to just be the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's one of the most important things, is to be the best version of yourself, regardless of what that looks like. You know what I mean? Being the best version of you is important. Being the best version of you it doesn't require you to compare and contrast yourself to your narcissistic partners or your narcissistic ex's new partner. You don't want to get into that. You don't want to get into that pit right there. You absolutely do not want to, because there's nothing at the bottom of that pit. I promise you, there's nothing down there. There's nothing down there. That pit, the pit of narcissists. You want to get down in the weeds with them, because narcissistic people, they're going to move on fast, and they're going to make it seem like they're happy, healing quickly, and just sharing pictures on social media, doing everything that you wanted. They're going to do that type of stuff because, again, sometimes they get a new supply, they move on quickly just to punish you because they know you still care. Believe it. Does that mean that they still care? But they may still care a little bit, y'all, because they still care somewhat, because they're trying to antagonize you. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'll say this, y'all, because some people, I'll be try to twist my words. Just because they care doesn't mean that they will treat you better or the relationship is worth going back to them. You see how they treat you when they care? They're antagonized. They're being intentionally antagonistic. They're doing a lot of horrible things to you. Do you want somebody to care for you like this? That's a question you have to ask yourself, y'all. This really is. Anyway, y'all, I have to hop off here and do a one-on-one here in just a couple of seconds. One-on-ones, coaching, courses, everything is available at mentalhealness.net. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, because I guess we find out about TikTok tomorrow. We'll see, y'all. Hopefully TikTok will stay around, but if not, hit the subscribe button. Longer videos over here regardless. And as always, y'all, Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.